Hello everyone, welcome back to the KMT Traders channel. So taking a look into Bitcoin. So as we can see, price is dropping off, and pretty much we spoke about this 40k barrier being broken. If we saw that being broken, there's a likelihood that price could start to fall into the downside. So I've actually looked at two possible scenarios that could happen, but essentially there is some good buying opportunities either way from this video. So yeah, let's take a look into this. So right now I'm just going to go get rid of all these trend lines and stuff. So what I'm looking at is this zone here. This is really the last, pretty much the last kind of zone of importance, but really we can look at two buying points from this. So what I've got up for this is price. If price is starting to reject off this, there's a likelihood that price could then rally to the upside, which for now I think is possible, most likely. This does stand a good chance of buying. So even if you did want to buy here, it's still a good opportunity to get involved. In my opinion, it doesn't really matter if price does the next scenario, which is if price does break through the 28k barrier. I still have I still expect price to eventually then turn around. So even though you may have possibly bought in here, again, I would not look to for example, if you do buy here as a like a risk management sort of thing, you could put like half of your risk in here, but then if price does come lower, then I would just wait a little bit more, and I will probably come back with another video if price does drop below the 28k barrier. But let's just focus on this first case scenario. So if this does rally to the upside, what does this actually mean? Well, if this does push up to the upside, this most likely will then drop off back into the 28k barrier, because we're still waiting for price to come into this zone. So if we do find support here, it essentially means that it will most likely take out this high, and then it will start to we could then expect price to drop off. So if you were to buy here, you could expect price to, I would look to potentially start to close off some price points here, or sell or cash in, especially if we start to see some more aggressive sells. So if this does happen, and we start to see that sell off, we could expect the 28k level to be hit, and again, this would be a longer period of time waiting, but it will start to slowly drop and that's where we can gear up for our second buy. And this is if we start to break the 28k barrier, and if we do, then I've got predictions for this to at least at a minimum reach 100k, which is this level here. So this is pretty much the last buying opportunity, in my opinion, before this eventually, once it does get to the 100k level, that's where we're really going to start to look at, is this going to turn over, is this going to crash, because this has just been pumping and pumping up. So it does make sense for a huge correction at some point, or a massive pullback, which is due. So I'm not oblivious to that, or I'm not losing my way with this crypto being bullish all the time. But yeah, I'm just putting my 2 cents into this idea for now. So with Bitcoin, just as a last kind of summary, we've got two options, and that's if price is looking to find some support from there, we could expect price to rally back up into 70k. I don't think this will be the move that will take out, it will take us into 100k, but if it does, it does, but I really doubt that it will. Again, we can watch for that to happen, and then once we start to see a potential sell-off, I'll probably start to do another video there, and really guide you guys what I'm thinking at the time. But yeah, we could expect price to then rally into the 28k, because this is a really magnet kind of zone that I'm looking at. Then once we get into the 28k level, this is really where I believe price has the next pump into the 100k. So either way, we're not going to get into the into the 100k unless we break this 28k barrier low. So you know, we've got multiple support here. We break it, it's going to be a very significant point. So yeah, I'll be making a video if we start to break the 28k low, or if we start to break into the 70k high, and then we can just go on from there. So for now, hopefully you guys, you're not panicking, but yeah, take what you want from this information. If you did get any value from this, leave a like, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you guys all in our next video.